Welcome back. Doug Mitchell with Create Wow Media here. I am sitting here and we're high above in the, what is this called? The loft, maybe, at the ABI convention at Lake Okoboji. And if you don't already notice, I'm sitting here with candidate for governor, Bob Vander Plaats. Nice to meet you, finally.
Nice to meet you, Doug. I really appreciate being here.
Thanks for spending some time with us. So you've been able to get around, talk to people. What's your impression? How do you think Iowa businesses are feeling right now? I know the theme of the convention is taking care of business. Do you think people are scared? Are they excited? Are they tentative? What's your sense of Iowa business today?
I think they're all three, but I think the other word I'd throw in there is that they're feeling threatened right now. They've seen a lot of union agenda items come out of the governor's office and out of the legislative leadership. So when you're looking at fair share, removal of right to work, opening up Chapter 20, card check, all those types of things, they see those as red flags to drive business out of this state.
Right.
What they want, as a matter of fact, in talking to several of them, what they're really looking for is they want a leader who's saying a growing, developing business is good for Iowa. It's good for education. It's good for healthcare. It's good for all the amenities that we want in Iowa. So let's put a focus on having a competitive tax climate, a competitive regulatory climate. Let's do everything we can to keep our young people in the state of Iowa, and let's grow and develop business right here in Iowa.
Exactly, which is where everything starts, right? The grassroots. Do it for yourself. Build up from the ground up. And we've, in our world, we've seen companies say, people don't understand that they're voting in the same people who are making their jobs go away. And we've seen that, and we saw some excellent work in this past legislative session by some, of course, a lot of House Republicans, et cetera. We saw some fantastic work. Is it going to take winning back a majority in, let's say, the House to defeat some of that coming up? They're going to try again, right?
Without question. I think it goes twofold. One is, I truly believe you need to win back the governorship. The governorship sets the agenda.
Yes.
The governorship has the veto power. The governorship has the bully pulpit, going out to communities and saying why we need this. But I think it's also the way we approach economic development and business development in the state of Iowa. If you want to reduce poverty, have good jobs.
Right.
If you want to have great education, have a great business climate. If you want to have great anything, and I think we understand that more than ever today, because when we see the economy shrinking back, you see teachers getting laid off, you see human service workers getting laid off. There's a lot of stress on that public service sector today and the state government. So I think what people are saying, not that we're against government, but give me limited government, but the government that we have, let it perform well, but give me a fair and competitive stage to compete on so I can compete not just in Iowa, but across the country and internationally.
Yeah, that rally cry is pretty much the small business mantra, right? Just let me do what I want to do and get out of my way. And we've seen small businesses. We've seen how many have big businesses been leaving this state in favor of others? I mean,
the example I use a lot, Doug, is that many of us remember a small computer company called Gateway Computers. When Gateway Computers started to become successful, they crossed the border into South Dakota. Now, they didn't go to South Dakota because the weather got better.
Exactly.
They went there because the competitive tax climate got better. And I think we in Iowa, we need to understand that we export, I think, one of our most valued resources, and that's called our children. We put a lot of time, energy, and effort educating them. We're very proud of them. But when they have to go and find jobs otherwise, now if that's their choice, we applaud them.
Right.
But if they'd like to stay in Iowa, we want to keep them there. And if there's other students graduating from our universities or whatever, but they want to locate in Iowa from other states, we want them to have that opportunity.
Exactly.
But that's a growing, developing economic climate.
That's right. And I'm a native Southern Californian. I moved here 3.5 years ago.
I knew there was something about you.
Something odd or strangely.
I just said something.
Something. Thank you very much. But I swear, I think it is this is the best place in the universe. This is the best state in the union, and I hope that with the leadership and your leadership in place, that we can make the changes that are going to keep businesses here, keep them growing, keep them thriving. And I'd like to thank you very much for spending time with us here at the ABI convention.
Well, Doug, thank you. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.